Alright guys, in this video I want to cover invoicing commercial accounts versus invoicing residential customers, what apps to use, what you can expect. So let's get started. So this first screen here, we're looking at Invoice Simple, and this is an app that you can download on your phone. It's fairly cheap. I remember when I got it, it was only $5 a month. But this is what I primarily used to invoice commercial accounts, such as property managers or other people that aren't going to pay you right away. They usually what they do is they put you in a net 30, meaning they're going to pay you within 30 days. Sometimes they go over that. It just really depends on what their terms are when you sign up as a vendor with them. So typically what you can expect from these people is that they're going to mail you a check within 30 days or pay the invoice in some other way like online, or sometimes they send you direct deposits. It really just it varies so much, but this is the app that I use. It's simple to use. You can send out estimates and you can send out invoices through the app. What I really like about it is that you're able to see if the person even received the invoice and if they've seen it already. Um, what I like about that is that if they did open it and they're taking a while to get back to you, you don't kind of feel like they haven't even opened it. You can actually send them a text and say, hey, you know they've seen it, so you can just touch base with them and say, hey, have you had a chance to look at it, just to spark up the conversation of where the bid is going or what to expect, for your schedule, whatever the case is. But this app works really, really great for invoicing commercial accounts. There are other options that you can use, obviously, like Square, and there's a bunch of different ones, but I like this one the best. It's simple to use. That's why it's called Invoice Simple. We're going to get into residential now. I get a lot of messages and emails from people asking me, like, do you charge the customer before the job is done? Do you charge them after the job is done? What do you do when it's a large job and you don't necessarily trust the person's going to pay you? So there's a couple ways to handle that. When they're jobs, for me typically that were over $3,000, somewhere around that range, and I didn't really feel comfortable with the person paying at the end of it, what I would do is I would say I require half up front as a deposit, another half when the job is done. Um, Then when they're smaller jobs, kind of within that $100 to $700 range, you can just charge the customer after it's done, assuming you haven't even left the property. So at that point, you charge them on the spot, whether it's cash, check, or electronic payment. Taking a credit card right there on the spot. All of those will work. For taking payment on the spot, what I was using at the time was Bank of America tied to the Clover portal. And Clover is just a point of sale service. And I was using something called the Clover Flex. It's basically a handheld point of sale device. So you're not handing people your cell phone. You're actually using a device that's solely for the transaction of the junk removal. What was cool about it is the Clover Flex actually prints out a receipt on the spot. You can hand it over to them. It's not like you're handing them your cell phone or anything like that. And I just felt like it was more professional at the end of the day. So that kind of covers how you would invoice a commercial account versus invoicing or collecting payment for residential customers. The last thing I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about is House Call Pro. This is an app that I still use. Basically, it's a whole CRM. It's a way that you're able to manage your entire business. And what I mean by that, it's gonna create a customer service experience for the client from the moment you set them up as a stop on your schedule. It'll send them a reminder letting them know that you're coming out on Tuesday at 2 o'clock for junk removal for the price of $400. Then it'll let them know when somebody's actually on the way and who's on the way. When the job is done, it'll say, hey, the job is completed. Please leave us a review. And it does this all on its own. At the end of it, you can actually choose to send an invoice through there and collect payment electronically through there. So it's just another option to create a better customer service experience for your business. It's a way to manage your entire business, and it's a way to collect payment. So I just wanted to throw that out there as an option if you're interested in House Call Pro. I will leave a link below. Go check them out. I believe you can save up to 25% with my link for the next 3 months on the service. And I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.